Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to summarize in this slideshow, I'm going to summarize everything I know so far about the 2020 AP exam. So first of all, it's going to be on May 11th at 9 a.m., and that's a Monday. That's not the day it was originally scheduled. It was originally on May 5th at 12 noon. Um, and it's going to be 45 minutes instead of an hour and a half. It's only going to be two FRQs, no multiple choice, no simple harmonic motion or gravitation. The last two units are not going to be included. You will have 25 minutes for the first FRQ. Actually, it's 30 minutes, but in the last 5 minutes, it'll say time to upload your answer, and then you have to upload your answer. And then the second FRQ, you only get 15 minutes. And I think that includes 5 minutes to upload, but it's not clear actually, because I thought the whole thing was total 45 minutes. So I don't know, but this is what I was told. Um, it's open book, open notes. You can have anything you want, but you're not going to have a whole lot of time, so you really don't want to be referring to things that much. Um, it's going to be more different kind of problems. That's the main issue for us, is that this is going to be different problems than it's ever been. It's going to be right. I mean, some of them have been this way, but it's going to be just fully writing and explaining type problems. And so we're going to practice these kind of problems in the next 2 weeks. All right. Let's see. Actually, let's look at the College Board website for a minute. This is the AP exam schedule, and this is on the teacher page. I think you probably have something similar. And you can see our test is this one. It's the very first test. So hope it. You hope they don't. You hope they've worked out all the bugs by then. Um, and scrolling down, here's information about our test. Pacific time, 9 a.m. This is information about the question, so it looks like it is an additional 5 minutes to upload the response. Um, and this has a little information about the type of questions they're going to be. Um, this one is assessing your ability to analyze a physical situation and analyze data from graphs and develop an explanation or a scientific argument. The second question is about a lab experiment. Design and evaluate a lab experiment, and we'll be practicing these two types of questions. Okay, so I went to I did like an online webinar last week with the College board guy who specifically talked about this exam, the AP Mechanics C Mechanics exam, and so these are some tips that I kind of got out of that for you about it. It's going to be, he said, it's going to be really full. It's going to be hard to finish it, and you should just work as quickly as you can. Um, and you cannot finish and still get a score of 5. Once you start uploading your answer, if it's started, you should just go on, because it will continue to upload. And as long as it's started uploading within that 5 minute window, you're going to be okay. But if it hasn't started loading, you will get a 0 on that question. So don't wait until the last minute to upload it. Give yourself the 5 minutes buffer to upload it. All right, don't wait for the uploading to finish, because it will happen in the background as you continue to the second problem. Um, of course, with the second problem, make sure you wait for the uploading to finish before you close your device. Okay, and you can choose to submit your answer several different ways. You can type it in directly. You can cut and paste it from another document if you want to have a Google Doc open on your screen. You can upload another document, the whole document with all your answers, or you can upload a photo of your written work. So you could do all the work on a piece of paper, take a photo, and upload that. There won't be any drawing or graphing required, and so you could just type all the answers in. And I've been going back and forth on what's the fastest thing to do, and I don't have an answer for you. So it may depend on your personal preference. And just a heads up that you should only be working on one device because you have to submit your answers on the same device that you got the exam from. Okay, a couple more just general tips. If you make a mistake, don't take time to erase it if you're working in pencil. Just cross it out and don't waste that time erasing. This is if you're in pencil. Of course, deleting in text is pretty quick. But if you have irrelevant equations, they can take points off for that. So don't leave irrelevant stuff there. And include units and show all your work and use a couple significant figures. It doesn't matter that much. And then these different types of things they're going to ask you to do, justify or explain or calculate or derive, they mean specific things. So justify or explain means show an equation or a verbal analysis. Calculate means show work leading to an answer, and derive means start with fundamental equations to get an answer. Okay, and I just wanted to mention some tips for open book, open note exams, because I don't know how much experience you have with these, but they're not easy exams. These are some tips from the College Board. And because they're timed, you're going to really be crunched for time, and you don't want to have a lot of materials that you're shuffling through to look for something. You just want to have something you could quickly glance at if you need to see it. And that's why your class notes are better than anything, because you know exactly what's there and you can just find it. And maybe a 1 to 2 page summary of your class notes or something, really brief. And definitely your AP exam sheet, exam equation sheet that I handed out to you, but you can also print a copy of it on the class website. And by the way, the exam security is going to be really tight on this exam. They have ways to tell whether people are getting information from other people, and in fact, they've already caught some people who were planning to cheat on it, incredibly. So they're really good at that. So don't even think about doing that. Okay, so on the day of the exam, you need a completely quiet, uninterrupted place, and that may be hard to find in your home. So you need to do your best to find that best you can, and you need some. I think the College Board is going to be emailing you some kind of a ticket. They also mentioned something about a worksheet that they're going to give me that I'm going to give you. So we'll see what's happening with that. I don't know yet. You need a charged device and a charging cable. You need pencils and erasers, a calculator. You don't have to clear the memory. Any type of calculator, graphing or scientific is fine. You need the printed AP equation sheet, and you can find it on the assignment sheet. Let me just show you that. Here on the gravitation and review assignment sheet on May 11th, you'll see a link to the AP equation sheet. So there you go. If you need it, print it out. Okay, then you need whatever notes or textbook you want to have with you. And then you actually want to get there way before 9 a.m. So you want to start, they told us you should start the sign-in process 30 to 45 minutes before 9 a.m. So like 8:15, you're starting to sign in and filling out whatever forms they want you to fill out. And then around 9 a.m., hopefully right at 9 a.m., you start the exam. But if you don't start exactly at 9 a.m. because you're still signing in or something, it's okay. They say the timer will still count down the full 30 minutes, and it'll give you a warning that you should be uploading in the last 5 minutes of those 30 minutes. And the timer will not start until you're looking at your first question. So that's good. Okay, and then don't close your device until after the second question has uploaded fully. And then I just want to mention for people that don't have Wi-Fi, if you don't have Wi-Fi or you don't have a laptop or a Chromebook, the College Board has worked with companies to get those things. So they will provide it to you. And they've purchased those things and they'll provide Wi-Fi or devices. So just go to this form now and fill it out. Here's what that form looks like on the College Board website. And you just fill it out and then submit. And that way, if you need a device, you can get it. Or internet connectivity. Okay, so if you have any problems during the exam, if your little baby brother comes in and completely disrupts your work, or you have technical problems, or your computer stops working or something, they're going to give you a link, and you can immediately report what happened and request to take the makeup exam, and they'll look at those requests and they'll let you know if you'll be allowed to take the makeup exam. But you don't want to, you'd rather not do the makeup exam because there's no makeup for the makeup. So that's your only backup there. If that one doesn't work out, then you're done. Okay. Hopefully, things will work, but if they don't, you can tell them and they'll reschedule you for I think it's in June. Okay, so how we're going to prepare for this exam. We're going to solve and go over practice FRQs that are as close as I've got to what it's going to be. And these are actually written by some physics teachers I know that went and wrote great problems just to prepare students for this exam. So that it's great. And we'll go over some practice tests that were also written by these teachers. Some of them come from the College Board. The College Board has provided 3 sample FRQs, so those are in there somewhere. And the College Board may provide additional practice problems. I hope they do. And they also said they will be providing simulations and videos about how to access the exam and how to upload answers. So hopefully, this is all new. They were not planning to do this year, and so they're figuring it all out. And in the next couple weeks, hopefully they'll be providing more help to prepare for the exam simultaneously with them actually writing the exam. So they're figuring it out too, but they're really committed to making this work and making sure that you're able to take the AP exam. So, all right, that's what we're going to do. Okay, there are a couple more resources the College Board told us about. One is they've been posting these free AP tutorials on YouTube. It's like some physics teachers affiliated with the College Board that are going on there and reviewing all the topics. So if you want some review, that could be a good place to go watch some of those. And then, of course, the College Board has what they call AP Classroom, I think, and they have the old FRQs and more practice problems up there. And let me show you the YouTube stuff right now. I can't show you this one because I just looked at it and it's down for maintenance. Hopefully that won't happen to you. Okay, so if you go to this website and go down to Science, go over to the right to APC Mechanics, and then you'll see the videos. I'm going to pause this. This one has like 2 minutes of just music. I don't know. But anyways, if you go forward in this one, go forward here. Now, this is the guy who's going to give you a lesson on what? What is this one? A simple harmonic motion, which you don't need for this exam. But if you go down, you're going to see kinematics, 2 dimensions. You might want to review projectile motion, might want to review circular motion, work energy. You could review conservation of energy, conservation of momentum, impulse, right? All that stuff, center of mass. So it's good stuff here. And yeah, so that's another resource. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you.